Was that your understanding that you would be filling 2 cracks in her walkway, trimming 1 tree, vacuuming the rocks, and reattach the veneers to the kitchen and bathroom cabinets? Was that your understanding, Mr. Longberry?
Yeah, but I didn't do everything that she said because it wasn't part of the estimate.
Why wasn't it?
Because I give her a written estimate saying that I was gonna do the tree, and from there, everything just went, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that?
Okay, what was part of the estimate? Tell me exactly what you were hired to do.
I was hired to trim the tree and then add on the veneer, kitchen cabinets, and the concrete sidewalk.
The concrete sidewalk, the kitchen cabinets, not the bathroom?
Yeah, the bathroom.
I need you to be specific.
Yes, ma'am.
What were you hired to do?
The
kitchen and bathroom cabinets.
Yep.
The concrete.
The concrete and
pavement.
And trimming 1 tree.
What are we missing here?
The whole front yard. Okay. He never finished the front yard, and I never got an estimate in writing.
Why wasn't this written? You gave her a verbal
I did
quote.
give her a written estimate.
Did you bring it?
It was on a yellow piece of paper. No, I didn't.
Why not?
Because it's just handwritten on a scratch paper.
So?
I didn't.
We're in
I gave
court.
her the only copy.
We need evidence in court.
Yeah. I
Okay.
didn't think anything was coming to this.
Not true.
So tell me about the problems you were having with his work.
There's a picture of my front yard, Exhibit D. So you can see the center walkway.
Some of your pictures, I couldn't tell whether they were before pictures or after.
These are after pictures.
Okay, what am I looking at?
If you look in the front here, the tree that is closest to the trash can, he was to trim that, which he didn't do. Somebody else showed up. And the rocks were supposed to be cleaned. None of those bushes there were trimmed. And then over where the olive tree is, the rocks there, he partially cleaned that.
Tell me about the concrete.
I had told him no matter what he did, the substance that he was using should not go on the walkway. And if he gets it on there, you got to scrub it off or wipe it off or wash it off immediately.
Is this the result of the work?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Longberry, tell me, why would you have her concrete pavement look like this when it should have been all one color?
Because you can't make it all one color.
Why not?
Because you can't mix old concrete and new concrete.
Was she aware that it was going to be different
Yeah,
color?
I told her it was going to be different. Yes, ma'am.
Tell me this, why did you pay him the $350? Actually, he asked you for an additional $100, and you paid him that, if the work wasn't to your satisfaction.
He came in the house and he said, I'm charging you an extra $100. He agreed that he had not finished the work in the front yard. He had done damage.
And you paid him $450.
Yeah, but his demeanor really changed, okay?
What do you mean?
Well, he was very friendly and pleasant when he got the estimate, but when he came in to get the money, I was alone, so I just gave him the check.
He was what?
I was alone, so I just gave him
So
the
you
check.
were afraid of him?
Yeah.
Why were you afraid of him?
His demeanor changed.
But you later asked him to come back and complete the work. If you were
Yeah,
afraid
that's
of this
right.
individual, why ask him to come back?
Well, at the time, he agreed that he would come back and take care of it all. And so I just gave him the check.
And we have a video, I'm told?
Yeah.
What is this video of?
The video, it was really hard to take photos of the veneer damage. So we did a video just to show all the bubbling and the incomplete, yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm rubbing it down,
Yeah,
but right there's a huge bubble. Right here.
Okay.
All this is loose.
yeah. And then the edges are not
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the edges up
All
here.
right.
See the bubble roll? That's all undone. It's not.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
That looks pretty good to me.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see any
no
bubbles, but I also don't know what to look for. But you did go back to her place to try and fix some of this stuff,
I
correct?
tried to fix the concrete, yeah.
So you
'cause
agree
she
that-
wasn't happy with what I did, so I tried to remove it,
And were you successful?
Yeah, I scraped off all the wood I put on it.
And what about this veneer stuff? You claim in your answer that, she's trying to blame you for some peeling veneers that
I
you've
don't
never
see any
even
peeling.
touched. I'm sorry?
I don't see any peeling. It's fine to me.
There are photos that show, like page 12.
I see some cracks here. Is
Well,
this
when
what
he-
Mr. Longberry did?
Yeah, when he came back, he was very angry. I had texted him numerous times and called him and said, please finish the job and fix the damage.
Mr. Longberry, in a text, you state, I'll get you your money back to you, but I'm finished.
Yes, that's correct.
Why were you willing to give her her money back?
Because I'm tired of her harassing me.
So why didn't you give her her money back?
I don't know. I felt like we earned the money.
So you changed your mind quickly
Yes,
after
ma'am.
saying,
Yes, ma'am.